Tissue alert.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do. This story, though, could be the highlight of your Friday. A pair of Tri-City sisters were separated from their brother at age 10 and never thought they would see him again.
But through the power of the internet, they have been reunited. Our own Vince Sapienza has their touching story coming up.
For 35 years, finding their brother seemed like an impossible dream for Jackie Lopez and her twin sister, Judy Whitsett. It was a maze of paperwork and dead-end phone calls.
We've always had my sister and I always had a hope and desire to find him. And when we left New York, we never thought that we'd see him again, but I didn't want to give up.
Born in the Bronx, the three kids were put in foster care as infants. Twin sisters Jackie and Judy were adopted together at age 8. Brother Alfredo Leon stayed in foster care. He goes by Luis. A year older than his sisters, at first Luis didn't even know they were all related. It wasn't until the girls had moved away with their new parents that Luis learned that they were his blood sisters.
Obviously there is a little bit of hurt and anger because, you know, we missed out on a lot.
A lot of years.
You know, way too much, but, you know, things also happen for a reason.
Judy and Jackie eventually moved to the Tri-Cities, but always continued their search for their brother. They looked on ancestry websites and sifted through adoption paperwork. Luis stayed in New York's foster care system until he reached 18. He became a restaurant manager. And even at 44, Luis never stopped wondering about the sisters he once had. And they never stopped wondering about him.
We worked so hard to not give up and to find each other.
Just last month, it was like a message from an angel. Judy had a note on Facebook from a man claiming to be her brother.
Who is this? I go, I'm sorry, this is Judy, and I'm looking for Alfredo Luis, and he goes, this is.
To prove it was him, Luis sent a copy of the only picture he has of him and his sisters. They knew they'd found him and immediately called Luis in New York.
Just talking to him, it was just an emotional, I just felt like an emotional bond that just, finally it came true, reality.
Luis jumped on a plane and arrived in the Tri-Cities. They're trying to make up for 35 years of lost time. The siblings spent a week together at Wallula Lake and did all the things brothers and sisters do together. All the things they should have done so many years ago. Luis didn't want to go another day without living near his sisters, so he packed up his kids and moved to the Tri-Cities just this week. He's living with Judy, and he brought the twin sisters a necklace with an angel. Each has one wing.
Over the years, they've kept an open heart for me for 35 years, and the wings signify for me that together they're my angels, and that's why they only have one wing, because it takes, you need both wings, and they're my angels together.
This story has a happy ending, but it's missing one angel. There's a fourth child in this picture, and Judy, Jackie, and Luis would like to find their long-lost sister, Ada. They know then their family will truly be complete.
The love that was there was quiet, but was there. And it was just waiting for that person to come through our hearts and in our lives.
Vince Sapienza, Action News.
Now, as for Ada, Luis says they have found a possible address for her and hope for the same success that brought them all together.
Yeah, it's just the power of the internet.
It's incredible.
It's amazing how that works.
What a success story.
Yep, very good. All right, time for a break. And